God allowed your angel to send this urgent sign. If you skip this, you might miss what he is trying to tell you. Right now, something is moving around your life that your eyes can't fully see, but your spirit has been picking up on in small, quiet ways. You've noticed it in those tiny shifts, the way certain conversations that used to feel normal now leave you drained, the way a plan you were once excited about suddenly feels heavy when you think about actually walking it out, the way you feel a strange pull back every time you try to text that one person or move forward with that one decision. You keep telling yourself, maybe I'm just overthinking, maybe it's just my mood, but deep down you know it feels deeper than that. That's not just your mind talking, that's your angel, sent by God, trying to get your attention before you step into something that looks harmless now but carries a weight you're not supposed to carry. God loves you too much to stay silent while you walk blindly into something that would steal your peace, your time, your joy, and even your connection with Him. So He allowed this sign to show up in your life, right here, right now, so you can't ignore it anymore. Think about how many little coincidences have been happening lately. You keep seeing the same numbers on clocks or receipts, hearing the same phrases in random videos, running into the same theme in songs, sermons, or conversations. Certain doors that looked so promising keep closing in strange ways. People you thought would always be there suddenly grow distant or start revealing sides of themselves you never noticed before. Plans that used to feel clear now sit in a fog. That's not chaos, it's coordination. Your angel is arranging these things under God's instruction, putting spiritual highlighters around areas of your life that need your attention. Maybe you thought you were losing control, but what if, in reality, God is tightening His protection? What if this disruption is actually mercy, keeping you from wasting months or years walking towards something that was never meant to hold you? Your angel knows what you don't know yet. They can see the conversation you haven't had, the truth you haven't heard, the motive someone hasn't shown, the full cost of the decision you're about to make. On your side, it just looks like a friendly face, a good idea, a quick chance, a small compromise. But from where your angel stands, they see the late nights of anxiety that come after, the arguments that build slowly, the feeling of being spiritually dry and disconnected, the silent regret of realizing, I knew something felt off, but I didn't listen. God does not send an urgent sign just to scare you, He sends it to spare you. He sees how tired you are from previous seasons where you ignored the nudge and paid the price later. He heard you when you said, God, next time, help me see it before it gets that far. This is that next time. This is Him answering that prayer through your angel. Some of the tension you feel right now is not punishment, it's protection. That uneasiness around certain people, that heaviness when you think of saying yes to something, that lack of peace after you leave a place, those are alarms in the spirit. Your angel is shaking you gently, saying, look closer. Don't just listen to their words, listen to your soul. Don't just watch how it looks, feel what it does to your spirit. Maybe someone in your life is always smiling, always saying the right things, always knowing what to do to keep your attention, but every time you walk away from them, your mind feels clouded and your heart feels smaller. Your angel sees the thread of manipulation behind the charm, the selfishness behind the compliments, the control behind the kindness. Maybe there's an opportunity in front of you that feels like a shortcut to everything you've been asking God for: more money, more success, more visibility, but every time you get close to confirming it, your chest tightens and your peace disappears. Your angel is already standing at the other side of that contract, that move, that partnership, seeing the pressure, the stress, the spiritual compromise, and they're waving this sign in front of you saying, please, don't rush into this just because it looks like an answer. God allowed this angelic interruption because He is trying to realign you. He's not just trying to protect you from something bad, He's trying to protect something good inside: your softness, your kindness, your calling, your capacity to hear Him clearly. He knows that the wrong person, the wrong environment, the wrong opportunity at the wrong time can harden your heart, drain your faith, and make you question His goodness. That's why things are not flowing the way you expect. That's why you feel like you keep hitting invisible walls. That's why your plans keep changing last minute. It's not that God is against you. It's that He is for you so strongly that He's willing to upset your comfort to protect your destiny. And your angel, assigned to your life, is playing a huge role in that, blocking what you keep trying to force, exposing what you keep trying to excuse, whispering truth where lies used to feel comfortable. There's also something else happening. God is trying to get you to slow down enough to actually hear Him. So much of your day is filled with noise, screens, messages, opinions, notifications that His voice can feel drowned out. But your angel has been speaking to you in the middle of that noise in simple ways, through the way your energy shifts, through the inner pull to step away, through the sudden urge to pray, through that one line that hits hard and stays in your mind. That's why this message found you now. You could have scrolled past, you could have ignored it, but something in you said, wait. This is for me. That's your angel, taking you by the hand and saying, stay here. Listen. This is exactly what God's been trying to tell you, and you can't afford to skip it this time. Type 1111 as your first declaration right now. God, I receive this urgent sign. Put it in the comments as your agreement with heaven. This small act of faith says, I'm listening this time, I won't ignore what you're showing me, and it opens your spirit to clearer guidance. Something strange has been happening to many people lately. They feel tired even after sleeping. Their thoughts feel scattered. Simple things become harder to remember. It's like the brain never truly switches off. Most people think this is just stress or aging. But researchers have discovered that your brain operates through electrical patterns called brain waves. When those patterns become unbalanced, your mind can feel foggy, restless, and overwhelmed. The brain song was created as a special audio experience designed to gently guide your brain back into a calmer, more focused rhythm. All you do is listen for a few minutes a day. Many people say the experience feels surprisingly relaxing. Almost like the mental noise fades away and your mind finally gets a chance to breathe again. Instead of forcing focus, clarity begins to return naturally. If you've been feeling mentally drained or overwhelmed, it might be worth experiencing this for yourself. Click the link in the comments and listen to the brain song. Now, don't just think about this in general. Let's get real. When you think about your life right now, what situation comes to mind first? Who is the person your mind keeps circling back to while you hear these words? What decision has been sitting heavy on your chest at night? What area of your life makes you feel most confused or restless lately? That area is very likely the target of this sign. Your angel is not sprinkling signs everywhere for fun, they are clustering them around the place where you are closest to harm or closest to a major shift. Maybe it's a relationship that everyone else thinks is goals, but they don't see your tears, your overthinking, your constant second-guessing. Maybe it's a habit you keep going back to when you feel lonely or stressed, even though you know it's pulling you away from the person you want to be. Maybe it's a move, a job, a big risk that seems exciting but, if you're honest, scares you in a way that doesn't feel like healthy stretching. It feels like stepping off a cliff with no peace. Your angel is not telling you to live in fear. They're telling you to live in wisdom. God is not trying to micromanage your joy, He's trying to guard it from thieves you can't yet recognize. There are people who can't go with you where you're headed. There are habits that can't stay if you want the next level. There are mindsets that cannot survive in the place God is leading you. So yes, some things are falling apart. Yes, some things are getting uncomfortable. Yes, you might feel like you're being pulled away from what you wanted. But what if what you wanted wasn't what you needed? What if God saw that it would have slowly killed your confidence, your gifting, your fire, and He said, "No. I will step in. I will send a sign. I will send an angel. I will speak until they hear me." Type 555 as your second declaration. Angels, make the path clear now. Comment it as a prayer and a permission. Let heaven know you're ready for clarity, even if it means losing what was never good for you. Thank you for watching till the end. If you'd like to support this channel, please consider liking, sharing, or subscribing.